Hey guys, I'm back. It has been a minute. Actually, it's been a lot more than a minute. Gosh, it's been probably almost 5 years since I've done anything on here. That is going to change. I am back. I've missed it on here. I've missed having an outlet, and I've missed chatting with you guys and helping where I can, and I wanted to give it another go. So hopefully you guys will have me back. So, I guess first things first, as you can probably tell by the title of the video, my cancer is back. Yeah, it's back. It's not really an easy way to say it, and wow, this is a lot harder saying it out loud than I thought it was going to be. I guess I should kind of just tell you guys everything leading up to this, because it's been a long time coming. It's been a long time in the making. So yeah, I'll just kind of start at the beginning, which in this case, the beginning is kind of the end of my first time with this cancer. So when I left off with you guys in my cancer journey, I was still going through chemotherapy for my first bout of Hodgkin's lymphoma. It was March of 2015 when I finished chemotherapy, and I was officially in remission. And then about 2 years later, in 2017, I had an abnormal PET scan come back. It showed some reactive lymph nodes in my neck and some type of activity in my thyroid, which my oncologist wasn't really concerned about. She was mostly concerned about the lymph nodes in my neck, but had the thyroid stuff checked out anyway. So I did a needle biopsy of the thyroid, and surprise, thyroid cancer. As far as we could tell, it was completely unrelated to the lymphoma. I didn't have radiation, so I shouldn't have had any increased chance of having cancer in that area. So yeah, completely separate from the lymphoma, just a fluke. So I had surgery to remove my thyroid, so it's completely gone. And then that same surgery, it's kind of covered up with makeup. I also had the questionable lymph nodes biopsied in my neck. So those lymph nodes came back negative. I was still in remission from lymphoma, and the thyroid removal completely took away any thyroid cancer that I had. So I was cured of that. Fast forward to about 2018. I think it was spring of 2018. I was still having abnormal PET scans, reactive PET scans, enlarged lymph nodes. And a lot of my old lymphoma symptoms had started to come back. The headaches, the back pain, the itchy skin, the fatigue, had all come back. So my oncologist was obviously very concerned. She thought back then that I'd relapsed. And within the span of a year, we did 4 biopsies. We did a core biopsy that came back with inconclusive results. So then we did, spread out over almost a year, we did 3 surgical biopsies, 2 of my right armpit, 1 of my left groin. And every one of them came back negative, but with a small amount of abnormal T cells. So we couldn't get anything conclusive back. They all came back technically negative, but our thought was that maybe it was kind of brewing and just there wasn't enough there to be considered cancer yet. We didn't know. So we kind of put everything on the back burner. I just kind of dealt with it. So then fast forward to fall of last year. By this point, my symptoms had become completely debilitating. I was off work because my headaches were so bad. I could barely function. I was tired all the time. My primary care physician, we tried every migraine medication under the sun and nothing would work. So finally we were like, maybe this is related to lymphoma, and I went and saw my oncologist. She had me do a priority PET scan, and the PET scan showed lots of increased activity, lots more uptake, and enlarged lymph nodes, including one that was almost the size of a golf ball in my right armpit. So I was referred to my surgeon to do a biopsy, and she took out the golf ball sized lymph node in my armpit. And I found out in February of this year that the original lymphoma that I had is back. It's, again, nodular lymphocyte-predominant Hodgkin's lymphoma. My oncologist thinks that 2018 was the beginning of my relapse because NLPHL is so slow growing. For it to be as advanced as it is, it had to have started that long ago. I'm already stage 3B. I have it in my jaw, my neck, my clavicle area, my chest, under my pecs, my right armpit, both sides of my abdomen, and both sides of my groin. It's not in my bone marrow, thank goodness, and I don't have any organ involvement this time. Last time I had spleen and liver involvement. I don't this time, so good news there. I started chemotherapy last month on April 19th, and I'm currently doing bendamustine or Bendeka, and then Rituxan, an immunotherapy drug. So I go 2 days in a row. So Tuesdays and Wednesdays I have chemo, and then I'm done for 4 weeks. And then it's 6 months long, so October I'll be done with everything, hopefully. The good news is I should keep my hair, knock on wood. Very, very small amount of people with this chemo regimen lose their hair. So hopefully it hangs on, hopefully it doesn't thin too much. My biggest side effects that I've noticed so far are fatigue and nausea. I've been super nauseous. I just had my second chemo of this cycle today, and so I'm kind of like, ooh, right now, but I wanted to get this up and get some videos out for you guys. I really want to do the same kind of videos I did before, because so many of you guys told me how helpful those were, and that's the whole point of this. That's the whole point of me ever doing cancer-related videos, is to be a resource for people like me when I was in the situation of being freshly diagnosed and being so overwhelmed and so unknowledgeable about cancer, just because you never have to be until you're put in the situation where you're diagnosed with it. If my videos can help just one person, like other videos helped me when I was first diagnosed, then mission accomplished. So I really want to start doing that for you guys again and kind of bring you into my life, show you what it's like to have cancer, give you someone to relate to, give you information if you're newly diagnosed and looking for more information that you can't find. So anything that I can do to help with these videos, that's what I want to do. And that's the whole reason I did it last time. So I'm really excited to put a positive twist on my relapse and start doing these for you again. Sorry. I didn't realize how hard it would be to talk about this. Sorry. It just makes me realize that if I have to go through this relapse and have to go through all of this again, I want it to be worth something. I want to do something good. I want to feel the way that I felt last time when so many people told me that I'd helped them. So let's do this again. I already have some topics planned. I would love to do a Q&A if you guys can think of any questions that you have, either personal questions regarding what I've gone through with cancer, or health related questions or anything you guys want to ask, just leave them in the comments below because I would love to answer them for you, and even dedicate a video to it if need be. I really want to answer as many questions as you guys have. Please don't hesitate to comment and leave, you know, suggestions or questions or anything like that. I'm happy to answer them, and really want to be more interactive with you this time. Yeah, so other videos I'm planning, definitely some makeup videos. Definitely a lot of videos that are geared toward cancer related things. I did film a day in the life chemo edition at my chemo yesterday, so that one will be coming soon. Just stuff like that. Anything cancer related, anything makeup related. There will probably be some horse related stuff thrown in. Another life update, I got back into showing horses and got back into riding again. For those of you who don't know me, I grew up around horses. I was raised on a horse farm. I showed in 4-H as a kid. I showed in breed level shows as a young adult. And when my horse became crippled, I got out of it. I didn't have a horse to ride, so I just stopped. But my mom kept showing and I was constantly around horses. I never fell out of love with the horse world. And last year I decided to pull one of my mom's old horses out of retirement and show her just in showmanship, an in-hand event. She couldn't be ridden anymore. She has kissing spine, but we could do the in-hand events. So I decided to pull her out and start doing showmanship with her, and fell back in love with showing and decided, you know what? I want to get a new horse. So I did. Last August, I bought a new horse. Her name is Willa. She's amazing. She's gigantic. For those of you who know anything about horses and know the measurement of hands, she's 17 hands tall, very tall. If I'm standing on one side of her and my mom is standing on the other side of her, I can't see my mom. She's very tall. You know what? I'll insert some pictures and maybe a couple videos or something right now of her because she's super cute. Here you go. So yeah, so that's my Willa, my wildebeest. I absolutely adore her. Unfortunately, I can't show her this year. I was planning to, and then cancer happened. So I've leased her out to one of my really good old 4-H friends, and she's showing her this year. They already had their first show together and completely killed it. She won every single one of her classes. So super excited for their journey this year. Super excited that Willa is still doing what she loves, even though I'm sidelined. Even if I can't be the one to show her, I'm glad that she's being loved on and still being shown. So let's see, other life updates. Oh, since I posted anything last, I bought a house. I bought my house in 2017, so it'll be 5 years this year that I've had it, and I absolutely love it. Being a homeowner is so great. I'm filming in I don't really have a dedicated filming space, but this just happened to be the best light. So this is kind of where I decided to set up. We're in my master bedroom right now. So like my bed's over here, the door outside is right there. And then this is all just wall over here, and then bathroom is over there. So I felt like this was the best lit spot in the house. So we're just rolling with it right now. That may change in the future, but it works for now. Sorry, I don't have, you know, a fancy backdrop or anything like that, but at least you guys can see me okay. I also got a cat. I've had him for about 1.5 years now. I never used to be a cat person. I liked cats, but I never had any interest of having my own cats. And was completely adamant that I would not have a cat again. And I don't even know how it started. I was just scrolling like Adopt a Pet and found this cute little jet black kitten. I've always had a thing for black cats though. Black cats just seem to have such a cool personality. I don't know what it is. It just seems to be every single black cat has the craziest, coolest personality. And so I saw him and I swear it was like love at first sight. I'm like, I think I want him. And then that turned into, I have to have him. So I adopted him. He's just the coolest cat. I am so glad that I have him. He has been the best thing for me. Hold on, I'm gonna go get him. So this is Bubs. His legal name, of course, is Thackeray Banks, like every single black cat out there. But I started calling him Bubs and it just kind of stuck. Sometimes I call him Bubba. He's just the coolest. And he hates when I do this. He hates being picked up not on his terms. Hi, Bubs. He also hates being kissed. Huh. Okay, I'll put you down. Yeah, so I have him now. And he has just been the coolest. I love him to death. Okay, I should probably wrap this video up before it gets way too long, but keep an eye out for new content. I've got a lot of exciting things planned and I hope you guys will join me for all of it. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. So yeah, I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.